Happy New Month. December is fast approaching and we are still delving into issues. The name is Donald, not Trump, and you're welcome back to the channel. And there is an issue ongoing on in Ghana here. I was trying my best not to actually meddle in it because I think I so much had a lot of I have a lot of respect for the Lumba legacy, that Lumba's legacy. So I was trying so much not to go into it so much until I have all my facts together and the delicacy of the issues and what many people are bringing out many angles. Some people are against wife one, other people are against wife two, side chick issues, and a whole lot. But then again, I would have to come here and then make sure that I update you on what's actually happening with regards to the legend that Lumba's death and what is actually happening after he passed on. Now, that Lumba, like I said, when this whole unfortunate issue happened some months back, I sat here to actually roll out some of the legacies, like deep legacies that Lumba has left, not only for the music scene, but the even the whole continent as large. And we're hoping that after his death, it would be an issue of we trying to sort of preserve his legacy to be able to sort of hold him in high esteem and then give him a befitting burial. But I mean, life comes with a lot of unexpected turns, and as I'm talking to you, there's still ongoing issues with regards to family disputes, wife A, wife B, and a whole lot. So first of all, what is happening between Daddy Lumba's two wives? Okay. Some are saying that Daddy Lumba only has one legal wife. That's Akosia Sewa. And that's his first wife. That's they got married. Apparently they got married. Allegedly they got married in Germany, which some of the videos have been on the internet and all that. So some people believe that she is the legitimate wife of Daddy Lumba. Then again, we have Odo Bruni, who happens to be the woman that Daddy Lumba was with before he passed on. Now, according to sources, Odo Bruni happens to be the one that he was by the side of Daddy Lumba during his tough days, sick times, right? She made her sacrifices with regards to taking care of him, and he was with him through thick and thin. Not that Akosia Sewa hasn't also performed his duties or hasn't also sacrificed, because allegedly she also had some level of sacrifice to do when they were married in Germany, because they had a huge mortgage to pay in Germany, and then she had to literally pay the mortgage. That's the reason why she was barred from coming to Ghana for a while, and Daddy Lumba had to come to Ghana and then sort of come to find ways to continue his career. And she was actually paying the mortgage over there. That's why some people are saying that she wasn't able to be consistent with regards to his marriage. And some people also see it as a form of abandonment. So let's put that one aside, because many people are asking the question many people are asking is, why will you leave your husband for about 16, 17 years and you will leave him in another country if there's not been any altercations or bad blood or a serious fight between a wife and a husband? Why would that happen? Okay, so when that Lumba moved to Ghana is when Odo Bruni came into the issue, which apparently Odo Bruni happens to be the side chick of that Lumba, because it was actually he was still married to Sewa, Akosia Sewa, during those times, but the marriage wasn't so active then because of the distance. And apparently some people are also saying that Akosia Sewa sort of okay, look, let me not go there because I mean it's a bit delicate with that. I don't want to make wild submissions here, but the whole point of the issue is after that Lumba's demise, there's an issue of widowhood rights. Now, when that Lumba actually died, there was we saw glimpses of togetherness between the two wives. I mean, we saw them hugging and crying together and everything. And it was quite a pleasant and beautiful sight to behold. I mean, because personally, when I saw, I was like, oh, this is new, because normally in the issue of these kind of situations, normally the latter happens, when they are going at each other when a man dies. But when I saw it, I was like, yo, this is really two matured people that understand where there are places in a man's life even after his death, until this whole issue started popping up. But it is alleged that Akosia Sewa is the one that actually took the issue to court, because he was actually fighting to be the one that has the sole right to perform the widowhood right, because she also saw the struggling days of that Lumba to a certain extent, and she believes that she also struggled with her husband to an extent before he even they sort of had a bad blood, and then he met Sewa Bruni. So he believes that he has a sole right to perform all that. Okay, so she took the issue to court, but unfortunately, the issue went against her, and then currently speaking, the court has she wasn't successful with the plea that she went with the court, and then as I'm speaking to you now, the Akosia Bruni, Odo Bruni is the one that has been judged to be the issue has favored her, and currently people are divided because the funny thing is when you are online and then you are watching the proceedings of how everything goes, there is a section of women, especially that have taken the side of Akosia Sewa because of their personal history with maybe their husbands having side chicks and the complexities that comes with maybe suffering with a man or going through life with a man, and then the man will decide to have another woman aside you. Now that's not a pleasant thing. So you see a lot of women that are very emotional about this whole thing because it has become the whole conversation has been centered around the side chick culture. Okay, and how it's sort of destroying the marriage culture in the system because they feel like since the court has sort of ruled the case in favor of Odo Bruni, some people are feeling that in a way it endorses the whole morality or immoral act of being a side chick. But court doesn't really deal with emotional issues. They deal with facts and figures. I mean, evidence. And per the court's ruling, they actually went through the evidences that they would presented, and they realized that Odo Bruni actually has a say in the whole widowhood rights, and they gave the verdict to her. Okay, so it's like a section of them has actually taken the side of Akosia Sewa, and it's making the issue a bit delicate to actually discern well. Okay, but some women that are also married understand the fact that Odo Bruni, that's that Lumba's wife before he died, that stayed with him during his sick time, happens to have, contributed largely to maybe even before that Lumba died, he was there for him, for her, to the extent that he even made a lot of songs and music that he mentioned her, and I showed her his appreciation. That Lumba showed his appreciation towards Odo Bruni. Meanwhile, Akosia Sewa, on the other hand, also had her version of that Lumba singing for her, though. So it's like, Charlie, this issue, I'm gonna say.
Oh, don't worry. We've been watching you guys.
Now, if you go to the other side, to the family and other extended family are also going at it with regards to even his burial and money issues and how much money was accumulated from the various funds that people gave to Lumba, and the Ebushia Penny is on the news, like going on TV show. Last time he was on UTV with Evangelist Papashi. They were going at each other like Charlie. I think it's some way, because if that Lumba was around, he would probably find a way to preserve this issue or find a way to put things in place, because he's someone that is a very wise person, even from his speech, from his music. So he would have known how to actually brought calm into this whole situation. But I don't know what actually happened, that it looks like the aftermath of his death is so disorganized with regards to family. And I don't know, because this issue is not only in relation to that Lumba, okay, because quite recently the DNA issue with regards to the one of the helicopter victims that's happened, that was also a whole lot of issues with regards to families saying that the child that the man left behind doesn't belong to him, and a whole lot. And it's always a lot of family issues when somebody passes on, and I don't know. Sometimes it makes it very suspicious. That is it that in our local language they always say that ebusia dofunu, like more or less like trying to say that family like it when like they like situations whereby people are dead, and then I mean you won't be around to sort of address certain issues, so they step into sort of everybody is trying to take an advantage of situation based on their self-interest or what they want, especially if you've been able to amass on properties. That's not what I'm saying is happening with that Lumba side, but it's really baffling that in most cases, especially when the person is well-to-do, they after their demise, this whole issues of family and this person, a wife, Charlie. So I really don't know. I'm sitting on the fence on this issue. I don't know what you think about this and whether you think that Akosia Sewa is right for demanding that the court sort of she will give her the only widowhood. She will give her, will grant her the right to actually perform the widowhood rights, or you think that the court verdict to actually go in favor of the Bruni is the right thing. And it's in this case, does it in any way affect the marriage culture in Ghana, and how much does it change the trajectory of the marriage culture with regards to whether are we sort of endorsing polygamy in a way? Are we in indirectly endorsing the side chick culture? Charlie, I don't know, man. But personally, I wish I wouldn't have sat here to talk about it though. But anyway, that's my job, to sit here and then give you updates on what's happening. And I'm glad and I'm always happy to be here to do this for you. All right. So with that one said, thank you so much for doing this with me as always. Today we are ending the year in style, and I'm very happy because I mean, Charlie, it's a blessing to be here again and having to see another year. Charlie, thank you so much for doing this with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not. The name remains Donald, not Trump. And I'll definitely see you on the other side. Peace.